Nathaniel claps his hands together lightly to draw our attention. I believe we have a plan. Linz, remove everything from the upstairs bathroom that we might need, or that might be dangerous. Albin, go around the house checking on anything that might be in limited supply, such as soap and toilet paper. Take a tally of what's available. Raphael, I need you in the kitchen. Work out what food we have and how best to make it last. Then find something to feed Bradley. When that's done, we can move him to the other room. What should I do? If you could, perhaps, help Raphael in the kitchen? Okay. I wonder what Nathaniel will be doing. Being in charge, I suppose. No one's complaining. We're all locked in here for 4 more days. We have to work together. Be quiet already. We fed you, didn't we? Let me out of here! Not happening. The boys have moved Bradley from bedroom to bathroom as planned, but he's not appreciating it. I gotta find out what's going on. May I tell him? Albin just shrugs at me. Do whatever you want. He walks off, leaving me alone with Bradley. Well, alone with the bathroom door. We tried Lynn's idea with the shielding, but nothing happened. We can't get through the force field, and we can't turn them off. How do you know they're not lying to you about that? They don't know how to get out either. We're all working together. But we're going to be trapped here for 4 more days. What happens then? The power overloads and shuts down. And then we all die. Haven't you ever heard of thinking positive? Don't you see? 5 days, 5 years, 5 people, and they never come back? There are 6 people in this house. Only because I was holding your hand, there would be 5. 5 times 5. 4 people disappear, becoming 4 people in the house, and we're the 5th. But when will we become? What will we become? Wait, are you suggesting that one of those guys is actually your sister? I don't know, but I need to find out. Is there any medication you're supposed to be taking? I'm not crazy, Janet. I just hope you see that before it's too late. I shake my head, forgetting for the moment that he can't see me. There's no point in continuing this conversation. Lost in thought, I walk down the hallway and turn towards the stairs. And walk into Albin and Linz. Oh, sorry. Wait, were you spying on me? Of course. Well, are you satisfied? I'm not planning to kill you all or whatever else you think. I'm not speaking in tongues behind your back. Satisfied? For the moment. You're the ones hiding something, not me. I don't even know your full names. Enough is enough. Come on. I march past them and snap my fingers in the air. Heal! Head held high, I stride into the main lobby. I don't look back to see if Linz and Albin are following. I can hear them back there, and anyway, they're more likely to obey if I act like I expect it. Raphael, Nathaniel, everybody get in here. We need to talk. And the time lowers again. Let me save. Session 1-2. Okay. Return. Once everyone is settled, I begin. We're all going to be stuck in here together for a while, so it's only fair that we should know some things about each other. I don't know how well you guys know each other already, but I don't know anybody. And there are probably things that I ought to know to stop me from sticking my foot in my mouth. So can we please do a basic introduction? Who are you? What do you do? And is there anything special I should know about you? I'll start. I'm 19 and a freshman at Brooke. I might go pre-med or journalism, but I'm not sure yet. You might have noticed I don't take meat. I don't smoke or drink either. Now you. They look at each other. I don't know what you want to know. Well, like, you and Linz, do you work for him? Are you related? No, we're just roommates. I don't have a job. How old are you? What about school? I'm 18, and I'm not in school. What? Why not? That is not your business. But perhaps I could... Not now. See? There you go again, hiding things. You heard him. It's none of your business. Well, what about you? What do you do? Why are you here? Maybe I rob banks for a living. And I'm here because he's my guest. Alban glares at Nathaniel, but cuts off what he was going to say. They're just simple questions. I mean, if we're stuck here, none of you are going to be able to get to work on Monday. Isn't that a problem for you? There's a moment of silence. This might surprise you, but I do not actually need to work. I'm between jobs. I'm a free agent. I work when I choose. Well, what about schooling? I received my bachelor's degree several years ago. As did I. I dropped out. Wow. Always have to be the downer, right, Alban? Yes. None of you have any reason to leave this house? Isn't that a little odd? We were all here when you got here, remember? That's true. Did we actually crash a party or something? You know, Bradley started to get the idea that maybe those missing girls he's talking about have somehow turned into you guys, and that's why you all live in this mysterious house. There really is no mystery here. Linz is here to perform work on the electrical systems. Raphael accompanied him. Alban is my guest, and this is my home. Linz glares at Nathaniel. I wonder if what he just said is a lie, or truth Linz didn't want revealed. So, does that mean this whole force field mess is your fault? Alban tosses his head. This is a waste of time. I don't have to stand around and listen to you ask boring questions. He shoves himself away from the wall and exits. And I have research to do, since as you say, this is all my fault. What? Wait for me! He starts to hurry after Linz, then stops and looks at Nathaniel, then back again. I'm sorry. And then he's gone. But I want to help. Perhaps it would be a good idea for you to retire for the night. You've had a very strange day. I'm sure some rest would do you good. Fine. Good night. It's the middle of the night. I was having the strangest dream. I was trapped to a table while Linz covered me with tiny suction cups. Suddenly I heard a commotion and Bradley rushed into the room, pushing Raphael in a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow overturned, trapping Linz and Raphael underneath, and Bradley drew his sword and cut the straps that tied me down. Then we had to fight our way into the castle in time to stop Alban from marrying Nathaniel. What? Really? That's one weird dream. But there were too many guards, so we had to scare them. So Bradley set me on fire! the craziest story. But all that could probably happen in Minecraft. And that's when I woke up. The house is quiet. Everyone else is probably asleep. I have the whole spooky mansion to myself. A haunted mansion. Ooh. When I was little, I used to read girl detective novels. Me too. Every old house came complete with secret passages and smuggler's gold. This is my chance to explore. It's not that I don't trust them. Well, okay. It is that I don't trust them. Not completely. Why should I? They don't trust me either. They're not going to tell me anything, so I'll just have to find out on my own. In particular, what is down in the basement? Probably nothing. Probably just some switch boxes and storage and things. But I'd like to see for myself. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to touch anything that might be related to the electrical system. I just want to look. Now, the staircase down was around here somewhere. Well, what have we here? Where did he come from? Sneaking around, Janet? I was. How can Janet explain what she's doing here? Hungry, lonely. Going with lonely. If I'm going to bluff, I may as well bluff big. Actually, I was looking for you! And more into the green. Oh, really? Well, I declare, I was all by myself in that big, lonely room. Now you're a belle? Aren't they depending on the kindness of strangers? I suppose. Streetcar named Desire. Is that supposed to mean something? It's a play. Sorry. I had to read it for high school. I thought everyone did. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with many plays. Well, I've certainly managed to distract him from his original suspicions, now to reel him in. I went to bed too early, and now I can't sleep. I thought you might be up. You seem like a night owl. Sometimes, at other times, simply an insomniac. So what do you do to keep yourself occupied at night? I run in circles. I think I would have heard that. Nathaniel doesn't have an extensive library. Oh, what sort of books do you like? Books with words in them? If I give him an inch. Fiction or non-fiction? Yes. Examples? Most certainly. A piece musing on the effects on human culture of encountering a non-sapient space-faring species. Quite entertaining, though I don't think that the telepathic effects used in the story would work without artificial amplification. I don't really read much fantasy or sci-fi. When I read fiction, I prefer mysteries and historical romance. Romance? There's nothing wrong with a good romance. Bad romances are terrible, but any kind of book can be bad. A good historical romance tells you about life in a different time and place, with all the interesting details and theories that the author can dig up, which gives me starting points to research for myself. So you enjoy a detailed setting with intrigue and romance? I may have some suggestions. Follow me. He leads me into the library and turns on the lights, then moves along the shelves until he finds the volume he was looking for. Outside the labyrinth. This may keep you entertained until you are ready for bed. Actually, I think I'll just go back to my room to read. Clearly, there's no point in trying to explore the basement now. But thank you for the book. The pleasure is all mine. I nod farewell and leave him behind. He's clearly an intelligent man. We might make good friends if he would only stop needling me. I have to be on my guard with him all the time. I suppose I may as well take a look at this book, Lynn suggested. Pages turn. A colony on a Mediterranean island in the 1800s and a secret society? This could be good. Oh my! I never heard of anyone doing that with a necklace. Surely no one would put such a thing inside a sofa. I think I'd better stop reading this book before it gives me dreams that are even stranger than the one I already had. There's nothing stranger than being lit on fire and being tortured and watching a wedding. But if Lynn thought I would be shocked, he's got another thing coming. I've read steamier love scenes before. I'm not afraid of words on a page. I've read all sorts of things. It's reality that I have no experience of. I should try to get back to sleep. And drink some water. The next morning, I am awakened by a gentle knock on the door. Janet, are you awake? I quickly run my fingers through my hair and try to arrange myself. Come in! Since it's not possible to go out at the moment, I've made the sitting room available this morning for quiet prayer, if you wish. Oh no, I'm not religious. And I've had more than enough of faking my way through practices I don't believe in with my high school's daily chapel services. I grew up caught between the rituals of my school and the remnants of my grandparents' religion, and never feeling that I quite understood either of them. I don't have any shrines or statues in my dorm room, and I certainly don't go to church. Religion isn't part of my life now. Of course, Vanessa's Christian and she never goes to church either. I'm not sure very many people do, if they're not obligated by schools or families. Well then, we'll see you for breakfast when you're ready. He leaves me to finish my own morning preparations. When I come downstairs, Nathaniel and Linz are waiting for me. What did you and Raphael work out about the food arrangements? Is Raphael not here? There should be enough to go around, as long as we don't waste anything. Your kitchen was pretty well stocked. There are some fresh strawberries that need to be eaten today. All the meat is frozen, so it's vegetables, bread, and milk that will go off fastest. After that, just make sure that when you cook things, you eat the leftovers quickly. Since it appears to be served yourself this morning, I head into the kitchen and get some fruit and plain cereal. Nathaniel follows and does the same, although he picks a cereal with nuts in it. Bones shows no interest in the food, heading straight for the French press to make a cup of coffee. We may run out of milk before the 4 days, 3 now, I suppose, are up, but there's plenty of oatmeal and spices, and I can make porridge with water. I return to the dining room to eat my breakfast. Nathaniel comes in from the kitchen, bringing a glass of water along with the cereal. Mustn't forget these. He picks up one of the pots of roses and carefully adds a small amount of water. They're very pretty and helpless, but as long as we are here to care for them, they will bloom for us. He finishes watering the roses and settles in with the cereal. A minute or two later, Albin turns up.